to VOA, Japanese English listening material site with transcript. Oh no, surprised. When I opened the administration page to see the number of visitors to the blog, as more people than the number of whole one day as usual came even though it was still 8 a.m. Thank you. At first, I thought, oh, I'm wrong. Verified, but not likely to be a mistake. Then, if I think that it will be a flag day next time and look at the calendar, tomorrow is a day of work thanks and a holiday for everyone, but not today. But I'm very happy. In the next few days, it will be 2 months, but I made an excuse by myself. Well, it's a less interesting English studying material. I remember that it took quite a while on the previous GeoCities site to get many visitors. When I was in Saitama pref, I was studying English by listening to FEN, a Radio Far East network broadcast for the U.S. military stationed in Japan. Most of it was music, and the rest was news for members and news about 5 minutes per hour. I often took a nap with long music before the news was broadcast. Still, it was useful because I could listen to raw English. When I moved to the current location in the middle of the countryside in the big city, I found out that FEN's radio waves didn't reach. It was partly because it was surrounded by mountains. I tried many things but could not find it. The internet wasn't that much. Both individuals and corporations were not well developed. I gave up on the radio and I tried to talk to the foreigners I found in the city. We talked, invited my house, and visited some places in the city. After a while, I found that I was able to listen to the sound on the internet with VOA, and I checked the meaning and recorded it on my computer. I think it was a time when I had some files. At the same time, it was possible to create a childish page by searching for the basic programming language HTML from each homepage and its source. There wasn't good English listening pages online, so I decided to use VOA articles to make my own teaching materials for me. Perhaps not only for myself, but someone else might want to use it for studying English, I thought. That's why I made my homepage of Listen to VOA in GeoCities. At first the name of my site was Kokovoa and next changed to Listen to Vo. Then, one after another, links were posted by local newspapers, government offices, students, and universities. So the number of visitors increased rapidly. I felt like I was accepted with a good feeling. At a famous public education university where I knew the name, a professor introduced my site to his students at a seminar and used it in his classes. I also got a struggle and posted articles every day. I posted them every day for at least 5 years without a rest. Once I reviewed the translation, I couldn't put it out. So I continued to post without review on my first writing, thinking as if I was a blind marathon companion. Sometimes my wife's family came and even if the banquet started. If I couldn't finish it in time, I was preparing in the corner of the same room as the banquet and giving a displeasure. Also, when I couldn't move on, I translated reading an article and she wrote it on the paper while we were in the bathe. Over 10 years, Yahoo and Google translation apps have gradually developed. I realized that it would be better to post a listening article. After that, I thought that I would speak exclusively, leaning on online English conversation and doing it for several years. Meanwhile, I watched YouTube for many hours every day at the same time. Because I realized that I didn't know much about Japan to talk to foreigners. So I realized how I was caught up in the post-war Allied strategy, to be continued in another day. That's all. Thank you. Listen to VOA.